Change your life by wholesaling real estate. What's up, guys? Zach Ginn here. And in today's video, I am live and I am going to try my best to change your life today for real estate wholesaling. That's it, guys. Wholesaling real estate could be the biggest catalyst to change your entire life. And I'm here to help you. This is my mission today, to help you become the best person you possibly can be, financially, spiritually, emotionally, whatever it is, through the power of wholesaling real estate. I'm telling you, wholesaling real estate changed my life when I was 17 years old, and it changed the game for me. And that's why I have this YouTube channel. That is why I do a video every single day on this channel. I'm telling you, every single day I do a video here because I know how powerful real estate wholesaling has been for me. And I don't want anyone to charge for this information. This stuff should be free. So that is why I just give as much free content as I can out there for wholesaling real estate, because this business has changed my life and I know I need to help you change your life. So I'm really excited for this, guys. We're going to go live. I'm going to go for as long as you want me to. I mean, I have no time to really waste on bad stuff, but really I can go for as long as possible. I got my jug of water. I'm ready to go. Like, seriously, everyone knows, like, I filled this thing up, just get a workout like in a couple hours ago. I'm ready to go. So pretty exciting. So let's get it going, guys. So let me know the questions you guys have. I'm really excited, and then I'm going to break down some more stuff on changing your life on wholesaling real estate. So remember, guys, just before we get into it, smash that like button. Remember to subscribe. It means a lot to me and helps this YouTube algorithm so I can help as many people as possible. But today, I really want to do a talk on changing your life for wholesaling real estate. So this is what I need to tell you guys. So to change your life for wholesaling real estate, you're going to have to change your attitude. That's the number one thing I can tell you right now. There's so many people that know wholesaling is the way to go. They know it's the thing to do, but they don't change their attitude. And if you change the attitude of, I think I want to do some cold calling today, to something of, I must do some cold calling today. Or, it'd be cool if I could do a couple hours of cold calling today, or I must do 2 hours of cold calling today. The tiny changes you make in your attitude and your mindset will be everything when it comes to changing your real estate wholesaling business. I cannot stress this enough, guys. You guys do not understand. If you change the way that you think, your routines in the morning, the daily routines you do every single day, this is the stuff that will change the way that you'll have success in this business. There is too much bad stuff on the internet, too much bad stuff with the news that will just completely destroy your day. If you want to get 100% dedicated to changing your life, you're going to have to change the way that you process information. You're going to have to change the way you think. Change the mind first and the rest will follow. It's like with anything. If you want to change the way your body is, start working out, start eating healthier and changing your diet with that. If you want to have a lot of success, the difference between a lot of these people that need the life change right now for their wholesaling real estate businesses, it's not the knowledge, because the knowledge is out there. There's so much free content out there for wholesaling real estate. There's not a secret course out there that's going to tell you everything, or the secrets. Most of the people just want accountability, and that you're paying $5,000 for accountability. Like it's crazy. The top bodybuilder type guys out there, they don't need to pay for all these trainers and stuff. Now, some of them do because they need nutritionists and stuff like that. But if you want to make $100,000 in real estate wholesaling, I know everyone's got bigger goals than that or smaller goals than that, but like legitimately, if you're not making $100,000 in real estate wholesaling right now, there's a very simple fix to your problem. Because you don't have an employee problem, you don't have a hiring issue, there's no secret thing or like some event you can do. The only thing stopping you from making 100K this year in real estate wholesaling is your mindset. If you dedicate enough time to your marketing, if you dedicate enough time to changing your life, changing your mental diet, you will make over 100K this year in real estate wholesaling. That's simple. And now going up to 7 figures, it's not about how hard you're working. That changes how smart you're working or how you're utilizing your capital. But really, it's super important right now that we pinpoint the main issues that's stopping you from having the financial, dreams of that honestly you deserve. So obviously I'm live. I'm not riffing off of here, but I'm definitely just trying to give you a heart-to-heart talk right now. If you're watching this and you're stuck somewhere, you're in a plateau, you can't change the way you're at, and you're trying to get into wholesaling, obviously your attitude is going to change a lot. I mean, unfortunately, here's the truth. I can tell you to change your attitude, read all these books and be cool. I mean, I personally know people that I try to help in my wholesaling masterminds. Again, it's a free mastermind. You guys can all join that. They have the right attitude. They read all the right books. They watch all my content. And honestly, they're the nicest people possible. They have the smile on their face. The law of attraction's there. Like I'm seeing some of these comments here, and they're meeting with their best people. But I'm going to be mean here, but they honestly, they suck at wholesaling. They can't get deals done. And why is that? A lot of the time, people are choking when they go on appointments, or honestly, they're not knowing how to close deals well, or there's people that do all the right stuff, but they still don't get the right thing out there. And why is that? And the two main things I can tell you right now is if you're doing everything right, like you're working out like crazy, you're literally getting up super, super early, you're working all the time, and you're getting everything going, and you're not having success, it's most likely because you're overcomplicating the business. And too many people get into wholesaling and they make this whole business super complicated, and it really shouldn't be. You have to keep this business simple. That is the secret to success, especially when starting out, is you guys just complicate this business. And this business is actually really simple if you really break down and actually look at the numbers. You find someone who wants to sell a property, you get that contract signed, and you sell it to somebody for a profit. Really, I don't care how complicated analysis you want to do with everything, but that's as simple as it is. We're buying $5 bills for $3. That is what we are doing. There is no like ifs, ands, or buts around it. You can get really complicated and talk about regulation, all this stuff, but right now, like this is how the business is going. There's no change to it. This is how real estate wholesaling is. You don't have to be this comping expert. You don't have to be an expert on everything. Really understanding how to get this business going and how to change your life is as simple as tweaking a couple things, simplifying the business, and getting down to the real basics of it. You're not having the results you want. It's really simple. So the three top questions, or like people that keep bothering me, like saying that I'm bothering them, that I just keep saying the same thing. I mean, the top three reasons why someone might complain that wholesaling is not for them or their life's not changed because of it is three. There's honestly three things. Okay. And we're going to break them down. Number one, I don't have enough marketing leads. There's not enough leads in my pipeline, or the leads that I have suck, or it's terrible. Number two here is I'm terrible at acquisitions. I can't close deals, or I'm terrible at that, or, I'm terrible at virtual wholesaling acquisitions. Or the last one is there's no cash buyers and I can't dispo any of my properties. I can't get anything done, or, and then they got the regular excuses like I'm too young for this business. It's too complicated. It's too stressful. I mean, it's not guaranteed. Let me break everything down right now. Obviously, this is live. I'm going to answer every single person's thing. Oh my gosh, guys, I am freaking fired up today. I didn't curse there. I don't curse here on the channel, but I am freaking fired up today because we have passed a milestone for this YouTube channel. On the Flip with Rick YouTube channel, we hit 10,000 subscribers, which blessings. I cannot tell you enough. I mean, last year we celebrated 1,000 subscribers, so we had 10,000. I am literally pumped up today. And we have passed, I think, subscribers per month gained. I think we're top 3 now. I think if you combine my channel with the Flip with Rick channel, I think we're combined. We're top 3 on like a wholesaling YouTube channel in subscribers per month, which is amazing. We only have 10,000 subscribers. There's gurus with 60, 70, 80,000. We're actually getting more subscribers and views per month than them because how dedicated everyone here is to learning free wholesaling content, which I have to give my applause to you guys. I mean, it's changing it, but we beat one of the biggest wholesaling gurus per month in subscriber gain in a couple days ago. I think one of the people like pointed it out to me, and I didn't even notice it until they told me. And now we're like top 3, and we're going to get top 1. I mean, I'm 21 years old, so I have hopefully 80, 90 years to keep doing it. So we're going to keep pumping it up. Don't worry, guys. But really, I'm telling you, I brought my jug of water. So all the energy in the world I need with that. If you guys have no energy sometimes for like cold calling, quick tip I can give you, chug a bunch of water. You'll have plenty of energy. So I brought my water today. I'm ready to go. I'm fired up. I'm going to help everyone out here. But we are literally stealing so much money from these gurus. I'm telling you, some of these gurus, you can get in trouble saying this, but I'm so fired up today. I know of 8 gurus currently right now. And if you go ask these gurus, they'll tell you no, but they make over $2 million per year selling wholesaling courses. That is the truth. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. They make over $2 million each in profit selling wholesaling courses to you. They have the whole business. They have the people calling you and trying to close you on the phone. They pay those person a commission, and they're charging you, and they're giving you $11,000 coaching courses, or you give me $1,000 down and $1,000 a month. And I'm going to show you this part of real estate and blah blah blah. They're making millions and millions of dollars each. And I honestly, I have more subscribers, more people on my Facebook and everything like that from them. And guess what? I don't take a dime from any of this stuff. I don't take a dime from any of this because I am here doing this as a legacy for myself. Rick Ginn's doing this as a legacy for himself to change the way wholesaling's done. I'm sick of it. There's probably $20 million this year flown into gurus for wholesaling, in their pockets, that if you use that money for your own marketing, I swear, I give you the same information. You can do way better. I promise you guys. So I'm telling you, we have stolen millions of dollars from these gurus. They're feeling the heat. I'm telling you, they're going hard mode on me. A couple of them have actually denied being my podcast because they're trying to cut me off completely. They're trying to cut the growth off on this channel. They're trying to cut everything out of me because they are starting to lose money. They're getting heat from me. And it's amazing. A lot of these people are trying to buy their courses, ask me, should I buy the X, Y, and Z course? I say, don't buy any course. Here's my free wholesaling course. Go here and go there. I'm telling you, this movement we're doing is changing the world. We're changing wholesaling. So I can look at you straight in the eye here on this camera. And when I say I'm here to help you change your life for real estate wholesaling, I'm 100% dedicated. I am literally doing this stuff for free. So all these gurus can go make $0 because I'm telling you, that $20 million that the gurus are using it, they're spending it. They're spending on YouTube ads. They're spending on Instagram ads. They're spending on Facebook ads. And they're doing that because they're trying to sell stuff for you. And I'm telling you, that $20 million they spend on all that stuff, they get the fancy cameras, they got the big fat studio, and they do the fancy. I mean, this is a 2040. This is a $60 studio behind me. That lamp I got it from a deal I found. And then that LED light strip was old. So I have a $60 studio behind me. And we are putting all these gurus out of business guerrilla style here, which is really fun. But I'm telling you right now, guys, I make enough money in my real estate wholesaling business. It's $1 million net per year. I take only money from there. Any money on YouTube revenue I pay that video editors and stuff. So I make no money from this stuff. But I can tell you right now, I mean, I think it's some dollars, but I give that to Rick. But overall, I can tell you right now, they're making millions and millions of dollars selling courses. I don't sell any courses. I don't recommend it. But what I can tell you right now is we're changing the way wholesaling is being done, and you can join the movement or not, but this is the way it's going to be. I swear, by the time I'm 50 years old, there will be no more wholesaling courses out there. No one's going to be selling them. It's all going to be free information. I'm telling you, that is what my goal is. And I know I can hit it because I got what? 20, 21? No, 29 years? No. 29 years. Yeah, I got 29 years to hit that goal. So I think I'm fine. But I'm telling you, they're making millions and millions of dollars per year. And if you spent that 20 million in your own marketing, that could produce 200 million in real estate wholesaling fees. So I am trying to leave the legacy here because I think that it's better to be the Michael Jordan or, make no money from the stuff and actually change the game here because I make enough money in my wholesaling business where I don't really care and change the way it's going because that is something I want to do. This is my charity. This is my passion project. This is what my goal is here. So if you're brand new watching this stuff, my goal is to help you make over $100,000 per year in real estate wholesaling absolutely for free. I want to give everything I can. You guys have actually blessed me a lot. You've actually shown me the inside of all these guru courses, those 8 people I've been talking about. I've been inside of all their $10,000 coaching programs. They're going to get in trouble for this, but I'm going to say it. I literally take all the nuggets from them because I've watched all of these ones, the $11,000 ones, the $12,000 ones. I've seen it all. These gurus don't know this, but I take all the nuggets from it. And I I don't literally do a whole video stealing it, but I sprinkle enough in there on every single live where it's a little bit of like, hey, this is a $5,000 little video right here. Here's a little $10,000 nugget right here from these gurus courses that no one wants to talk about. And so some people notice it. I get messages all the time like, Zach, you could have only been in XYZ guru's course to actually know the information. Did you buy his course? I'm like, no, I got it for free. I'm just giving it out. I'm telling you, this is what the channel is all about. This is my movement. So if you want to change, there's some good comments here, but if you want to change your life today for real estate wholesaling, you need to change the way you're doing your mental diet. Get rid of divisive information, bad news, and get on the positive stuff. It'll help you out a lot. I'm not the big, like, I'm going to read a book every week type person, but put positive things in your life and it'll get better. But start implementing this business, do very simple things, and it will change everything. So excuse my rant there. I'm just fired up today because we hit 10,000 subscribers on this Flip with Rick YouTube channel. We're almost at 2,000 on the Zach Ginn one. Absolutely amazing. I'm giving exclusive content on every single channel. I'm trying my best here to put these gurus out of business, and I will go live for as long as I can. Let me get some water really quick. I'm going to answer some questions, and let's get it going, guys. Let's get it going, guys. I'm pumped up. Waiting for the live to start, Zach. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Wu-Tang, let's get it. Let's get it. Got the Wu-Tang Forever shirt on. You know, I don't think I did. I just wore the shirt today. I think that's funny. But yeah, I love Wu-Tang Clan. If I didn't get copyrighted on YouTube, I would put Wu-Tang like on like the music outros on these things. I would do that. Cold calling secret of success. I'm in Brevard County. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I enjoy seeing the process in your vlogs. Alec, thank you so much. I promise you, Alec, we have some crazy stuff cooking up. I am promising you, Alec, if you love the vlogs, I will be releasing something in the next coming months. I can't really talk about it right now because the gurus are going to copy me on it, but something in the next coming months, it will knock your socks off. No other wholesaling YouTube channel has done this. And you think my vlogs are good? Think about a vlog on steroids. Just leaving it out like that. Think about a vlog on steroids. Hey, Zach, do you drink alkaline water? No, I drink regular filtered water, but I've tried the alkaline water. I mean, I know Tony Robbins is big on that stuff, but like, I'm not really. Judy, do you do private mentoring? Not really. I mean, okay, so technically yes, technically no. So I don't charge for any mentoring. If you guys want, let me get the link below. If you go to facebook.com/group/wholesaling houses for real, that is my free wholesaling mastermind. If you go in there, there'll be a video link to go every week, and you can talk to me one-on-one. So yeah, technically yes. But if I do mentoring, it's going to have to help the positive amount of people. I'm not going to do the one-on-one stuff. Hey, Zach, how often do you go through niche lists? Every month or so? Niche lists every week, because with probates, we do that like crazy. We've been hammering pre-probates on listrei.com like crazy. Overall, I go through niche lists as much as I can, but every month for like the big ones, I would say, yeah. Are taxes the same in North Carolina? Because I know you did deals down there. From there, be up there. So taxes are different. Like property taxes are always going to be different. State income tax, business taxes, things like that. But get a really good accountant if you start doing a lot of deals, especially out of state stuff. I let the accountant deal with it. But North Carolina, we do pretty good on there. So yeah, we do very well. LA Real Estate Investors LLC. What is up? What is up? What is up? How's it going? How do you keep track of all your marketing lists when you're pulling them monthly, weekly? It gets overwhelming. How are you keeping track? Spreadsheet, calendar? What does that look like? Great question here. So how do I keep track of all my marketing lists? At the start of the year, we had this huge, for our company, Rick can tell you about it, we had this big spreadsheet. I'm a big Google Drive person. So all the Google Suite products thing, it's all free, by the way, if you guys are watching this. So sign up for Google. If you're watching this on YouTube, which you probably are, you have a free Google account, so you're fine. So I use Google Sheets. I use Google Google Pages, I think. The Google Slideshow thing, the Google Calendar. I live off my Google Calendar. I have an iPhone here, and it syncs up with my Apple Calendar, my Google Calendar, and I can't live without that stuff. So I am super big on spreadsheets and calendars. Calendars just basically my life because I got crazy. Like I do live streams all the time. I got plenty of time for that. I do a lot of meetings with people. I run multiple businesses outside of real estate. So overall, guys, like you got to have your time. Your time budget is almost as important as your money budget sometimes. I mean, time is more valuable than money, hands down. So when you're looking at everything, the Google Calendar, I live by that thing. So yes, that's what I do. We keep track of everything. We have a Podio calendar too that syncs it up also for our acquisition person's appointments. It's huge for that stuff. The Google spreadsheets, that's where the real power is at, because I love Google. Like I love Microsoft Excel. I'm obsessed with it, but Google spreadsheet is better because multiple people can work on it at once over the cloud, and it's free, which is mind-boggling to me. Now, the way we run it, because we run multiple businesses, is we have like a really, Google Suite, I think, where we get like unlimited data on the thing. I mean, but overall, we have that one, but the Google spreadsheets where we got everything. So we have the marketing list, we have the SMS. So we have marketing calendars, we have marketing budget spreadsheets, we have marketing results, we have marketing KPIs. On the master spreadsheet, it's insane. It's got all the stuff in there. So it will show you all the KPIs for my company, what our marketing budget is, money-wise, time-wise, what our marketing schedules looking like. So this county for the virtual stuff, we're going to do this state, this state, this state, and it shows the KPIs where you're doing. So it looks like we projected to spend $5,000 per month for North Carolina for direct mail this week in Raleigh. We're not doing Raleigh, so just give me an example here. And then it looks like we ended up on the direct mail spending like $4,900 or $5,100 or something like that. We keep that there. Our Google spreadsheets where we keep all of our data. So I have spent a literal fortune on batch leads, buying skip trace phone numbers, and that's where all my master data is from there. We'll pull everything. The cool part about Google spreadsheet is if I have like if I do a code violation list, my VA can actually go in there and actually start editing it. They don't have to send it. They literally edit it, so they don't have to send it to me. I have to copy and paste. No, the Google spreadsheet works really good on there. I think it's called Google Sheets, but I call it Google Excel because whatever. That's what it really is. Just like a processing on the spreadsheet software thing there. And then we use the Google spreadsheet on there so the VAs can do it, put notes in it. It's very simple to do. It's very simple to cut access out of it if a VA is bad, or cut it or put access back in. So overall, I can tell you right now, to track all of my marketing lists and pulling them monthly, weekly, it's really important because we pull our marketing list on a weekly basis, a yearly basis, and a quarterly basis, depending on the list. So like a high equity one will be done a lot like quarterly sometimes, or even yearly. And then let's say the probate list is being done weekly. So the VA is putting it every single week in there on that spreadsheet. So there's so many spreadsheets. It's very complicated, the business we're running. I can tell you right now, if you're watching it, keep it very simple. Make sure you have a money budget. Make sure you have a time budget. Make sure you have a marketing budget and whatever county you're doing. And then really do some research on it too, and really see what you can do. A lot of demographic research we do. But overall, that is how we do it. That's kind of what it looks like. Hopefully I answered your question, LA Real Estate Investors LLC. Hopefully it helped. Leslie says, I finally started cold calling. I have a question. What's your approach when virtual and sellers ask, what about your record or who you work with? So that is a question I never really got asked that much when I was cold calling because I was so assertive with my questions. So when you're cold calling, make sure you're super assertive. That's the only thing I could really tell you. I mean, oops. All right, it's better. All right. So overall, I can tell you right now. So if you're cold calling, my approach when you're virtual is just go all out. So like my VAs, obviously my VA hasn't bought properties before, or they don't know much about real estate in general. They're just here to ask questions. They never get asked this question because you need confidence. Yeah, it's usually a confidence issue, and they're questioning your confidence. So if you're saying a lot of ums or buts, you're probably going to get that question on you a lot. Basically, just ask them if they're looking to sell a property cash. I'm looking to buy houses in the neighborhood. It's as simple as that conversation is. Sometimes what we bring up our records in our company just because we buy so many properties in Port St. Lucie, but overall, it could change. Let's see here. Tony's Hobby Channel. Thank you, Zach and Rick, for the help. Law of attraction plus hard work. Josh, you know what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up? Actually, one thing about the law of attraction, Josh kind of brought up there is the law of attraction. It doesn't have to be physical people you meet with. Obviously, all my like personal friends and buddies, they're not wholesaling real estate. Like the ones I went to high school with and the ones I went to school with or college or university, they're not like that. And I'm not telling you, hey, cut all your friends out if they're not entrepreneurs, because no, like my best friends are not entrepreneurs. So you don't do that. The thing about the law of attraction is you want to obviously have friends there. They might not be the best with entrepreneurship, but they're great personal friends. So I'm not telling you to cut all these people out, because I see other YouTube like wholesaling guys say that. But keep a well network of a law of attraction when it comes to your business stuff. So maybe Facebook friends, keep it to really high quality individuals when it comes to wholesaling or business, and really try to cut out the negative people from your life. But I don't mean cut out all of your friends on there. I see people do that. No. Again, the law of attraction, I hang out with a lot of friends that aren't entrepreneurs, but they're amazing people, and they are part of the law of attraction because they are still amazing people, and they still try to make me the best human being I possibly can. So yeah. Brandon says, how late is PropStream and getting code violations and water shutoff lists? Is it worth have my VA pull the list from open records, or should I get it from PropStream? Okay, so code violations you can't get from PropStream, and water shutoff list you can. So the water shutoff list you can get from the utility list on there. So it'd be pretty simple to do from there. I think it's worth it for your VA to do the probates and the fire damage properties. That's kind of overall what I'm thinking here. But I technically could be wrong here. But with the VA, it's not worth it unless they're pulling a lot of open record data. So I still recommend they do the probates, still test out pre-probates in your market, but code violations, you just got to pull it from the open one. It's the fastest one. And water shutoff list, if you can, get it from the utility department, because it still will be the fastest. It'll probably be a month. You'll probably get a month or 2 week advantage on the water shutoff, but that's all you really need to have that advantage over regular wholesalers in your market. Brandon, let me know what market you're in, man. Appreciate it. If an adult signs the contract, will they receive the check and give it to me, or can I get it? This is a very important question. So let me get this chair up. Hold up. Oops. All right. I hope you guys appreciate. Like, I'm not this big guru that has all the fancy stuff. So I'm trying to keep it as real as possible with you guys. But when it comes to an adult, I would say this is why you need to have a very trusted adult, especially if you're wholesaling in high school like I did, because you need to have an adult that's not going to go screw you or try to put you out of, or just try to steal the deal from you. So if you have someone you trust to know, like a father, a mother, maybe an aunt, or like you literally trust with your life, that's someone that I'd recommend. So excuse the train back there. Again, I have the office, it's on the river, and the train goes by the river. So the thing's going to honk every 4 hours or something. So whatever. But if an adult signs, make sure it's a trusted adult. When I was doing it, I had Rick sign it for me, and I trust Rick literally with my life. So, and all of my parents with my life. So I know that they didn't try to steal the $20,000 from me. They gave it to me. So just have someone that you truly trust. Zach, that's why I recommend family. Zach, can I DM you and need some help with the comp? Of course, bro. Always DM me at Flip with Rick or at Flip with Zach. Leif Harris says 1, 2, 3 is simple. Exactly. Thank you so much. Life with Nia asks how to comp land. Great question here. Let me get some water really quick. Again, I'm telling you, I got all the water today. All right. So the way to comp land is you need to ask your cash buyer for land how much they're willing to pay. Comping land is very hard. So the easiest way to comp land, I have figured out through crazy transactional analysis and literally what a piece of property is worth. It's not what Zillow says. It's not realtor.com says. What a product or service, literally a product, which is real estate, what an asset like that is worth is what someone else is willing to pay for it. Why is Bitcoin in tens of thousands of dollars? Why is it being sold like that? Because someone is willing and able to pay that money for it, one Bitcoin. Why is a piece of property worth $100,000? It's because someone is willing to pay $100,000 for it. So let's do the reverse math on there. How do I know how much someone will pay for me, will pay a quarter acre of land? You literally have to go and do like a reverse hack on there and say, how much is someone willing to pay for that land? And the best way to do it is because land's actually kind of tough. It's really dependent. I'll go to listrei.com and pull all the cash sales for vacant land, call those people, put them on my cash buyers list for vacant land, and then ask them how much they're paying per quarter acre. And usually they're very spot on. They're very fast with it versus like a single family property. Say, how much will you pay for a 3-2 single family house? A little harder to do since there's not a lot of comps for vacant land. I go straight to the vacant land cash buyers and ask them how much they're paying per quarter acre, third of an acre, something like that. It'll help a lot. So overall, that's who I kind of recommend for it. And that's what's giving me the best results. So that's what I can really recommend from there. Hopefully it helped you, Nia. Let me know if it did. If it didn't, please, I can break down all this stuff even more. When you have a list and you are SMS and cold calling that list, how do you avoid SMS and cold calling them at the same time, touching them twice, 3 times? I love I'll touch a lead twice. I don't care. What I recommend is you cold call an entire list and then you SMS blast that entire list. So cold call 1 month and then month 2 do an SMS text blast. And you're saying, well, it's more efficient with my time. No, use that all the time, dedicate it to cold calling a month and then do a dedication of SMS text blasting a month. That's the best way to avoid that, in my opinion. And then it gives you enough time where you can follow up with a lead every single month. So cold call that list once and then do an SMS text blast the next month. That would be my huge recommendation when it comes to doing SMS and cold calling together because they're really cousins. The reason why I love it so much is because you literally pay for one list. And then let's say you're doing that all for cold calling. To do SMS text blasting, you literally, the most expensive part about SMS text blasting, you've already paid for with the cold calling or vice versa. So that's why I love it. Again, cold calling has the edge because when you're cold calling, you're actually gaining your skills talking to sellers and just being on the phone. That's huge. That is one of the best things you can possibly do. So I mean, that's amazing. So that's what I would say. But literally, you want to follow up with a whole big list if it's great, especially if it's like a big high equity list every single month because people change. I've had leads where I've cold called in month 1 and they don't want to deal. Oh, I don't want to deal. Then month 2, they're like, well, this happened in my life. So yes, I want to sell. And you want to be that person that calls them that perfect time where they're ready to sell. That is why I do so well in my saturated market. That's why people are doing so well in places like Detroit, Houston, Texas, because it takes a motivated seller to call them at the perfect time for them to answer. And you call thousands and thousands and thousands of sellers, you're going to hit someone at the perfect time. And you're going to get that 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. I've showed you on this YouTube channel, 100,000 on wholesale deals before. So I show the HUDs, I do all of it. But really, that would be my recommendation when it comes to SMS and cold calling. Cold call 1 month, the entire list, and then SMS blast that entire list after. Something you possibly can do too is I've done this before. I've experimented a million ways. If you don't want to do an entire list twice, try to SMS text blast all of the mobile phone numbers on that list, and then all the landlines you cold call that list. Maybe if you want to do it if you want to do 1 month, try to cold call all of the landline lists and SMS text blast all the mobile home lists. Mobile phone number list. That will be big too. That's probably the best thing I can do without touching them 2 to 3 times in 1 month. You had to do it, but that would be my personal recommendation. Hopefully that helped you, man or woman, and let me know. I really like that logo. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much, man. If you had a little bit of money, say 10,000, a little bit, 10,000 is a lot of money. Come on. What would you spend the money on starting out? That's a great question, Brandon. And the cool part about wholesaling, the reason why I love wholesaling so much is it's not about how much money you have. It's about how good of a wholesaler you are. So if I'm in front of a motivated seller and I didn't spend any money marketing and you spent 10,000 to find this motivated seller, it's an even game. It's like, everyone's going to hate me for saying I use sports analogies all the time. So if we're playing, or honestly, I'll use chess, for example. So if we're both playing chess and I had $100,000 tutor that was tutoring me to play chess and stuff like that. And, I'm spending on chess coaches and chess gurus to teach me the game of chess. And you're literally in a park in like Brooklyn or New York, or if you're in, what is it, Central Park there, and you're playing chess with like really good people that you're doing it for free. And we get behind, we get behind a chessboard and I'm facing you face to face. Does it matter how much money I spent on my chess guru or my chess master, or how much financial, but do I have the cool chess bag? Do I have the chess gear, the chess sweatband? Or does it matter just what's in here? So it's more important what's in here than with all the outside factors going on. So if you had a little bit of money, if you had $10,000 and you want to have success in wholesaling, don't expect to spend 10 grand and a motivated seller is just going to be like, oh, right here you go. You're going to have to put in the work. So I recommend still cold calling. I love cold calling. I think it's one of the best things out there, especially when you're starting out for wholesaling. Now, if you don't have the time, maybe do some direct mail on that one. But for 10,000, I still want your ROI to be the best. So I recommend you do SMS, text blasting, and cold calling together, and use that to pull a really big list and start sporadically doing that out. So pull the vacants, the high equity, start cold calling that list. 10,000, you should have some extra money saved, and then try doing driving for dollars when you're doing it, cold call that driving for dollars list and keep it going from there. It's really going to be the same answer. Once you get more money, you can do some direct mail, but the ROI will go down. So it's overall has to be like your recommendation, Brandon, but I don't recommend you blow 10,000 in a month just trying to figure it out. I think you need to slowly piecemeal it to see what you're really good at in your market and what's not. So maybe you spend a couple grand doing some cold calling, spend a couple grand doing some SMS text blasting, spend a grand doing like a radio ad, spend a couple grand doing Facebook ads, spend another couple grand doing other type of marketing strategies, start pulling different lists and seeing what works. And if you find that vacant cold calling is just absolutely destroying it in your market, or driving for dollars leads are absolutely destroying in your market, if you find driving for dollars is great, go hire driving for dollars people to do it for you. Go test out bandit signs, spend $500 on bandit signs and see if that works. And if that's working, find people to do bandit signs for you. Literally find the arbitrage in your market where the best marketing channels are right now. So if you figure out bandit signs are working the best right now, go all in on that and then go crazy on that. You need to find what's working. So if high equity cold calling is working, or high equity SMS is working, but cold calling code violations suck, just figure out what's working best in your market, test it out, because that will be the best answer for you. I can go tell you what's best, but I can tell you testing what works in your market will be the best determining factor. It's not what I say, it's what the facts say. And that's what I'd recommend. Let's see here. You gassed up today, bro. I love it, dude. I always am gassed up, especially today. Epic, bro. Thank you so much. Can I find motivated sellers on Zillow for vacant land? Yes, but it's a little harder. I recommend still list rei.com for that. Jocelyn, what is up? Yes, 10,000. Let's go. Let's go. 10,000. We got the flexing emoji. Let's go. Excuses. Zach, you're a boss. Appreciate you and all your content. Eric, thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. Adult sign for you. Do they do the taxes? They would do the taxes, but again, you should withhold some money. So if they have to do the taxes, if it's going in their name, so probably leave 30%, depending on their tax bracket. So, and use it as a gift or whatever. So if it's 20K, literally what's 30% of that? If they're making a lot of money, give them $6,000. So you just keep 14 and just, hey, use that for taxes or whatever on there. So that's what I'd recommend. And then obviously you got to keep some taxes for you too in there. Great job, Zachary. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't think anyone's called me Zachary on a live before, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's awesome. Guys, don't give up. Took me 6 months to even close my first deal. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Thank you for all the help. I appreciate you, man. Wish I found you before I spent money on courses, man. I've got more value from your page than any course I've paid for. Matthew, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Appreciate it. Awesome. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Trying to help as much as people as possible on this channel. I close a house a week because of you. Thank you. That is awesome. Wow. That's great. That puts a smile on my face. Just helping someone out change their life with wholesaling puts such a big smile on my face. That's awesome. All right. Let's see here. I'm cold calling right now using a phone burner. LOL. Oh my gosh. We appreciate you, Zach and Rick. Thank you so much, Lay. Thank you. I could definitely say you already left a legacy behind in such a I can definitely say you've left a legacy behind in such a short time, YouTube career-wise. You've already helped impact change my life with all your free content. I'm telling you, I'm 21. I'm not going away. So hope you guys are used to me. Hopefully these gurus are already used to me because I ain't changing. So let's get it going. We got you and Rick's Zach. We got you and Rick's back, Zach. Prayers up, brother. Keep dropping the nuggets. I'm telling you, I ain't stopping. And here's the problem. I'm a problem child because I make enough money in my wholesaling business to go fund the stupid little venture I'm doing, just giving free value out, which makes no money makes no sense financially for me, but it makes a lot of sense legacy wise. So that's what we're doing. You give me motivation to go out there and start dialing. That is awesome. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see here. And let me know what questions you guys have on here and we'll get it going. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's why. Oh, I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I ran out of questions, but the cursor thing went all the way to the bottom and there is, holy moly, that's a lot of questions. That's awesome. All right. We got a lot going on. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I really like watching you and your father's videos. Thanks, James. I appreciate you. Cass, Zach, you are the guru police and I simply love it. All right. I'm going to be honest with you guys here. Hopefully no one's watching this. I don't think anyone's watching this, but I am not the guru police. I am the guru grim reaper. I am here to end these gurus. I'm not here policing them. I'm here to end them. Okay? If you're a guru watching this, I'm putting you out of business. And the only way for me to put you out of business is the same way Amazon put everyone out of business. They literally did stupid business stuff to put them out of business. So if I'm competing against you like Walmart, they will sell a product lower. So let's say they're competing with Toys R Us. They will literally sell toys at such a low rate where they're making $0 selling that toy. But again, Walmart has other products where they're making money at. So they're literally spending $0. Like they're making $0 where Toys R Us can't afford to do it. So Walmart's the lower price. And then Toys R Us just goes out of business. That's what I'm doing. I'm giving my content out like Walmart. I'm being Walmart for $0. Why these other gurus are charging $1,000, $11,000 for that information. Eventually, I'm just going to put these people out of business. So I am the guru grim reaper. I'm here to end these gurus. The guru assassin, I guess you can call me. I don't know. The executioner is too rude, too mean. But I'd say the guru grim reaper. That's what I'm going at right now because I'm ending these people. That is what I'm doing. So let's go next question here. Let's see. Nick says, I like what you're doing. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you. I have a course I paid for. I can give you my username and password too. I've actually been inside of all of them. So you can always give me a call, always message me or something. But I'm always careful with it. These gurus are like, oh, well, I can just go look because I see Zach lives in Stuart, Florida. I can go look at IP addresses. Seriously? Do you not think I use a VPN? Like you guys are trying to like these gurus are probably going to come back and try to look at my IP and say, what IP from Stuart, Florida was it? So I can go catch him. I'm using VPN. It says I'm from Utah watching your information. So these gurus think they're sneaky, like looking at IP addresses. Like I'm just trying to help you guys out. Like you gurus looking at IP, seeing how did I find your information? You ain't going to find it. It's a VPN, virtual private network. It says I'm watching this thing from Germany. So you won't catch me, gurus. I'm sorry. I'm 5 pages ahead of you. I've gotten more value from your page than any course I've ever paid for. Matt, thank you so much. That means so much to me. That's why I go on these lives for this long. And that's why I rant or I give as much value as I can because I know that you guys are getting the great information from it. I'm changing lives. So let's get it going. Sophia says, you're awesome. Sophia, you're awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Luke says, $8,000 to put into the business. How should I apply it? Apply it with VAs if you don't have the time. I would recommend trying to find people to drive for dollars for you, pull all the niche lists possible and start cold calling that list or hire cold callers. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Great content, 100K soon. I am excited. I know 100K is around the corner, so I'm really pumped up for it. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. I love it. I love it. That's great. Zach, what did you do with your first check since you were still a teenager? 20K at 17 years old. So what could have Zach done? I could have bought a gold chain. I've owned these 2 gold chains since I was 14 years old. So I didn't buy anything. Do you see the Rolex watch on me? Do I have the cool whip? I literally have a Ford F-150 truck I use because we still do house flips. So I still need that. I love boats. So, and I don't buy fancy stuff. So no, I didn't blow it on something stupid. I didn't even I literally spent all the money literally on bandit signs, which was like $1,000 or $2,000, and the rest I literally kept in the bank. So that's it. Zach, a hip hop head for real. Recognize my MF Doom profile pic. I love MF Doom. Like, okay, it's not all hip hop. Like, I listen to a bunch of music, so it's everything. It's classic rock, rap, all of it. I listen to a lot of rap when I do working out. So, like Doomsday, I'll literally put Operation Doomsday. That's my running. Like when I do running, all day. So rest in peace, MF Doom. Oh my gosh. I love it. How late is PropStream and getting code violations ready to answer that one? They're a little late, but not too bad. RK, what's up? What's up? Vlog on roids. I'm telling you. Okay, we got RK, and then we got vlog on roids. I'm telling you. You guys think I'm kidding on you on this? I will. A vlog on roids is coming, and I'm telling you right now. I probably won't mention it for another month or two, but it is coming, and it will blow the socks off the wholesaling industry. It takes love to put out information to people that can generate them 6 figures a year. Thank you so much. Thank you. Zach, running ads on Facebook. I feel like I'm not getting quality leads and it's costly. What advice would you give? I'm not a newbie. I've been wholesaling, but struggling to get consistent deals. Use that money for a VA to start cold calling vacant lists, pre-probates, fire damage properties, water shutoffs. Shift that money for VA for cold calling, you get a way better ROI, or SMS text blasting. How do you find your deals virtually? I use niche lists. I like a lot of vacants too. So I'm utilizing listrei.com for it. But overall, for my deals virtually, that's mostly where I'm finding them. I'll pull the probates in the niche lists. I don't really do the crazy high equity ones unless I do. Excuse me from all the water I'm drinking. I don't utilize like a big high equity list. I try to get the best ROI possible because the ROI is a little less for the virtual. So I do the top ROI lists when it comes to virtual wholesaling. Hopefully that helped you. How hard is it to work with attorneys that are involved with the probate? Pretty difficult. I mean, Rick's got 19 years in experience and I have over 4, and it's definitely not easy. That's the one thing I can tell you. We're dealing with a probate deal right now that's been just not a headache because, I mean, I'm not stressing this business, but oh my gosh, it's a complete mess. So it takes a lot of experience, but the only way we can help a person now is with the attorney here. And we'll probably make $60, $70 on that $1,000 on that deal. So it's worth it for me to go out there and deal with the probate and the attorney on there. So not a lot of wholesalers can. So that's why we do it. Water break. Don't you love these gurus that they got all these like big staff and stuff? Like I've been looking up a lot of these big YouTuber guys, and they have like 4 or 5 like editing staff people. They got people running around with them, like on the lives with it. It's insane. It's crazy how much money they're making, and they literally have 5 or 6 people full time. They're paying them like $80K a year. They're paying like over $300,000 to $400,000 in salaries for these like people to go help them with live streams and stuff, which is crazy because I just click a button, go live. But it's insane how much money these gurus are making. And like they just literally spin it on stupid stuff like that. So I'm telling you, that's why I'm putting these people out of business. They have too much money on their hands. Drops way too many free gems to people asking for mentoring. Sounds like you lack self-confidence. Drops way too much free gems. I'm trying. People want free mentoring. So I was like, all right, I'm going to create a free mastermind. Literally a free mastermind. I'm going to give you a link every Thursday at 5 p.m. Hop on the link. I will talk to you face to like. I will go like. I'll look you in the eye. We'll go face to face and talk. What more can I give to you than free video calls every single week? Look on the bottom here. Facebook.com/groups/wholesaling houses for real. Every Thursday morning, probably at 6 a.m., I'll post a link on the announcements tab on the top. From there, you click that link at 5 p.m. You will be moved onto the video chat where you'll talk to me one-on-one for free. I don't know what other excuses you have. Why do you want to pay for me for mentoring if I give you that every single week? I don't get it. Like, drive me crazy, but that is it. It's the fastest growing wholesaling group in the whole country because I do that. And still people don't know. I don't understand how you guys don't understand that. Facebook.com/groups/wholesaling houses for real. Or literally go to Facebook, search wholesaling houses for real, and go there. Join the group. If you want to be on Thursday and talk to me one-on-one for free, hop on that link. That is literally how simple this business is. I mean, it cannot get any more simple than that. I don't know what to say. It cannot get any more simple than that. Yo, Zach, I'm down bad. What do you think about text blasting manually, and how many leads do you think it would take? I got tax leads, by the way. If you're down bad, man, and you don't want to cold call, you're not down bad enough. That's the truth. If you are down bad, you need to start cold calling these people manually, not text blasting. That's how you get a deal as fast as possible. Okay. I don't know what that means. Josh Ramirez, will you ever do a meet and greet? Love the content, my guy. Yeah, we're working on a couple stuff. Obviously, I love traveling. So I love like I'm a huge history person. So I love history. So I'll probably go around the country just doing my own personal like traveling and stuff. So I'll probably do meet and greets along the way. But I mean, that'll probably be, I just moved to my own personal house. So it was a while for me to get everything settled from there and then getting the office here settled up. I know Rick moved. Again, we live all in the same city, but I'll probably look into it by the end of this year, like a meet and greet type thing. Definitely want to travel around the country. It'd be really cool to do. And I mean, I'm all delegated. Like I don't go on appointments. So I can literally live in Brussels for 6 months. I can still do these live streams because they probably got better internet over there. And I could literally do my whole wholesaling operation from there. So will I ever do? Of course I will. It's not going to be this big guru thing like I see gurus do it, where they'll put like 20,000 people in a little arena and they'll do that. I'm not that person. I'll be like, hey, I'm coming to this park. I'm going to eat the sub here. If you guys want to hop on, eat lunch with me, whatever, I'll buy everyone lunch. I don't really care. I'll do it. But I got to look everything up. I might experiment doing stuff. Again, I got to watch out for liabilities with like COVID and stuff. I got to probably talk to a lawyer and stuff and get everything going. But I would love to start doing something like Palm Beach, Miami-Dade County. And I'm always in Orlando. I'm always in Gainesville. So do something around Florida. And then eventually I'll be in Atlanta. I'll do stuff in Tennessee. I'll go to California. I love In-N-Out Burger. So if there's an In-N-Out Burger, I'll probably go to that city too. And we'll do it. Dutch Bros Coffee. You got Dutch Bros Coffee. I'll go there too. So if you're in those places, I will go visit you guys for a meet and greet one day. And we'll do it within a year or two. And I'll start doing it. I'm going to do a country tour or something. That'd be really cool too. And then obviously I'll do some international traveling in the next couple of years and stuff. So pretty exciting. I love it. So yeah, I'm definitely looking at it. Trying not to get my butt sued. So we're definitely not, we're not drastically doing something crazy because there will be people that will literally go to a meet and greet that I do and trip and fall and try to sue me for a bunch of money. So I got to look at a way to do it. Probably got to do like free tickets or something like that, but obviously all be free stuff. So that's what I'm looking at. What's up? What's up? What is the best niche for virtual wholesaling? I would say cold calling probates around the country or pre-probates around the country. That's what I would say. That's my recommendation. All right. Philip Jordan says, I'm hiring my first part-time VA doing interviews the next couple of days. What are some good questions to ask in the interview? What to pay attention to? This will be admin tasks, not cold calling. Okay, perfect. So when it comes to doing like administrative tasks, they're doing marketing lists and stuff like that. I would say the best way to do it is, first of all, see what their family life is like, see what their time zone for working is, and just see how well they answer people, what their last couple of jobs were. Overall, I think the most important way to actually be doing this business is you need to find people that are dedicated to work. Make sure it's always a plus that they have a family or someone they have to look after, which means they'll probably work a little harder. Stuff like that's what I'd recommend, where they've worked before, previous job experience. But that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I mean, nothing too crazy for admin tasks. I'm more of a fire first, hire fast, fire fast, if that makes sense. So obviously I need them to do the training, Philip. I think you should focus on that. But Philip, in my best recommendation for you to make the most money possible and save you a bunch of time, start doing videos or screen shares of what exactly admin stuff that needs to be done. Create your little like course virtually. You can even upload it on YouTube and use it as like an unlisted video. So it's like no one can see it, and just give it to your new employees so you don't have to teach them. Create your own little mini course, and you don't have to teach the VAs, train them every time. So it's very easy for you to hire a VA, train them, and see if they're doing the job really well. That's probably what I would do. The interview won't get much from a VA. Interviews aren't the best. It's really seeing how they perform. So that's where what I'm recommending right now. Get really focused on the training and see how they do with the training. And that's probably what I would say. Thanks, Philip. Philip's always commenting on our stuff. So I appreciate you, Philip. Thank you so much. Do you need to file do you have to file a LLC for each state you're operating business out of? No. You want to share knowledge of virtual real estate? Anyone? Okay, let me get some water. I'll drop as much virtual wholesaling gems as I possibly can. Also, for everyone thinking I'm crazy for drinking this much water, I do enough physical exercise at the gym, running stuff where I need to drink a lot of water. So don't freak out over me, or I have this crazy water obsession. I didn't drink much water today, so I saved it for here, I guess, for the energy. So I'm still pumped up. So let's get it going. So virtual wholesaling. The difference between people who are very successful in it, which is not, is really how efficient they are. So you don't need any money for virtual wholesaling to actually have results for it, but you need to be very, very strategic on how you're going to do it. If you do virtual wholesaling in the wrong city or the wrong zip, or you don't have the really market done well, you're not going to do very well. So it's really about volume, in my opinion, for virtual wholesaling. You need to pump up the marketing numbers because it's a little harder to do virtual wholesaling than physical. So pump up the numbers, start cold calling like crazy, start SMS text blasting like crazy. Use smszach.com, test out markets, 500 texts for $1. Telling you, it's the best deal out there, and you don't have to use it, but you're literally they're giving away like $15 worth of text for $1. So I always recommend everyone check it out. But I would say cold calling, high volume. That's what I would say. Pump up the marketing and start testing like crazy. Virtual wholesaling, for you to actually run a very competent organization and an operation going, you need to test what works in a virtual wholesaling market, because you don't know, I won't know, and anyone won't know unless you start doing and testing things out. Quick question. So I was able to get PropStream. Do I choose the pre-probate list and start cold calling? Yes, Jocelyn, but I would pull the pre-probate. Okay. And then what I'd recommend you do after is skip trace that. Don't do true people search. I recommend you still use batch leads. So use like smszach.com or something for it. Now, it's not because I want you to pay for skip tracing. It's because on the skip tracing, especially when you're using a credit bureau data, it will pull the relatives' phone numbers, and that's the person who called, not the deceased person that actually died. So let's break down pre-probates really, really, really quickly. So a probate is the process when someone unfortunately passes away. Rick's the expert, not me on this, but if someone unfortunately passes away, and let's say that person dies and they have a son or a daughter, and the court process of the changing of the title and things like that has to go through a probate court. So that's kind of where probate comes from. So the probate, when someone files that and they're trying to petition and try to get the daughter's trying to get their name on the title, for like a decent house or something like that, that's officially in probate. That's a probate lead. Now, pre-probate is when someone died and no one filed any actions for it. So it's before the probate's actually filed. Now, I am 90% right on this. I'm pretty sure Rick's probably going to just tell me I'm wrong or something, but generally that's okay. I'm not a lawyer, not a probate person, but overall that's how those things work. And you want to, so let's say someone passes away. What PropStream, aka listrei.com does, I'll pull that up for you. So, because you get free trials of this stuff. So if you want to actually go on there, if you want to do the pre-probate, you want to contact people that just passed away and cold call those heirs. So the heir is basically the person who is the right to the property or the next ownership of it. So what you want to do is pull the PropStream list. The pre-probate is going to show the deceased person, skip trace their phone number, and then from there it'll show the relatives, usually relative 1 and 2. Then cold call that. Don't cold call the deceased person because, I mean, they're dead. So I'm trying to say that as respectfully as possible, but unfortunately they're dead. They passed away. So not much from there. So that's probably what I would do. And then cold call from there. Ask them if they're interested in selling that property. Don't say that you know it, because don't cold call them and say, hey, I know your father passed away. I'm here to buy their property. Just ask them if they're the owner of that house and then have a conversation. You're going to have to be very empathetic and really show a lot of care with them in that situation. But overall, I would say that's what I would do. Cold call them, show lots of empathy, not sympathy. Empathy is when you're actually caring about the person and actually care about their situation. And if they're not comfortable talking about the situation or wanting to sell right now, don't push it. I'm telling you, pushing it, you're going to lose on these probate deals. And you're getting them done very, very, very fast. So that's what I would say. But great question, Jocelyn. Appreciate it. Get going on the pre-probates. I'm telling you, you can do very well with it if you know how to cold call right and get it going. Thank you so much. Philip Jordan asks, do you have any experience getting water shut off lists from private utility companies? No, only public. Private's a lot harder. Jocelyn, vacant, and absentee owner. All right. Eustorgorio Guzman asks, what do y'all use, PC or Apple? Oh, boy. Apple. Simple as that. I get in trouble for it, but I use Apple. You can use it from a PC. Like, honestly, there's no difference on wholesaling success, but I just like Apple. I got an iPhone here. Say iPhone on it, right? Yeah. iPhone. We're going live here on my Apple computer. So I guess so. The camera's on Apple though, but yeah, it's not really a big deal. But yeah, that's what I use. Do you have a sample spreadsheet that you can give? I'll work on it and try to see if I can give it to you guys, like a template. Yeah. How often do you pull water shut off? Every month, usually. When do you think it'll be beneficial to start using VAs? I think once you hit $100,000 per year for wholesaling real estate, you'll get a very, very, very good grasp on the wholesaling real estate process. And I think that's probably when you can understand from A to Z, the admin tasks, the dispo task, everything from there. I think that's probably the best, in my opinion, the best way to do it. So if you understand the whole real estate wholesaling process from A to Z, how to do the list pulling, how to do the acquisitions, everything, then you should start hiring a VA to do it. So the first VA hire, in my opinion, should be a cold caller. Cold calling is probably the top one you can do for VA. That should be your first hire when it comes to VAs. So that's probably what I'm recommending right now. So you need to be an expert for cold calling before you can actually hire a VA for cold calling, because you want to train them. You want to be very good at what you know. So the best way to train it is if you're an expert at it. So you become an expert in cold calling for VAs or marketing and things like that, and then hire one. So, or I would say roughly $100K a year. That's what I'm kind of thinking. That's sort of, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking right now for it. What is up, Piotr? Hi, Zach. Long time. No see. Good as always. Thanks, Peter. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Switching cold call platforms, batch dialer is cool, right? Yeah, that's one we use right now. So ZachDialer.com. So if you go to ZachDialer.com, you get a free 7-day trial. ZachDialer.com. And guys, it's Zach with an H. I don't know what's up with people. They're like, oh, I try to use SMSZach.com, SMSZACK. I'm like, no, it's Zach with an H. Okay? Zach with an H, guys. Oh, so DFW, that's a great market. Driving for dollars is a really good one there. But yeah, that's probably what I'd recommend. I use Batch. Where's your verbiage when requesting probate lists from the county, for example? So sometimes the clerk of the court, the probate information is actually pulled online. So I would recommend that you would go actually out there and pull it online or have a VA do it. And you don't even have to do any of that stuff. But sometimes you have to go to the clerk of court and request it. So yeah, all the probate cases filed in the last 30 days. That's pretty good. Let's see here. Malik says, can you do more vlogs? I'm telling you, vlogs on steroids are coming. We're working on it. It's getting done. Don't worry. It's going to be a very daunting task. It's going to be very, a lot of resources are going to be used to make it, but it's going to be really fun to do this. So trust me, it's happening. Don't worry. Let's see. Number 10 on the buyer's contract says a signer must deliver clear title. Blah, blah, blah. A signer must deliver clear title at closing. Does this mean no back taxes, liens, right along? No. So clear title doesn't have to deal with back taxes or liens. On my personal opinion, especially when it comes to property rights being sold. So the liens and back taxes won't, that the clear title is more of an issue of who's the actual owner. So if it's a crazy probate, someone did like a crazy quick claim deed or something like that, it messed everything up. That's probably what I would say. That's where title's not clear. If they can't give clear title, it's pretty easy to clean up title with a lien or back tax. And that's a very simple solution where the seller's got to pay money for it. So don't worry about it. You should be fine. With taxes and liens, very simple. The title is very weird. If it's like a clouded title, or let's say there's an affidavit on the property or list pendants, that's when it gets a little more complicated, where they got to fix that title issue from there before they actually get the thing sold. Appreciate it, Tiana. Let's see. Elatabe Mohammed asks, how do I get out of analysis paralysis? Because every time I want to start to cold, I chicken out. Cold call? I don't know. Is it cold calling you're trying to get going on it? Or let me know. But I could tell you right now, analysis paralysis is the best way to kill it is just cold call all the vacants and niche lists you can, and then just go. Cold call 2 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and tell me how it goes. Literally, I'll just give you an action plan and just execute the action plan. Analysis paralysis is when you don't want to execute my action plan. If you don't want to execute my action plan, I don't know what to tell you. So that's my recommendation from there. Just got a text from a seller from Water Shutoff, says, can't sell, taxes are out of control. I haven't done a deal with tax. That's amazing. Are you kidding me, Brandon? That's awesome. Taxes are out of control. I haven't done a deal with tax problems. That an issue. That won't be an issue. They'll probably get less money because they have to owe taxes on it. But what you need to do, Brandon, is call that list right, like call that lead right now. Go call them. Just call them. That's it. And get more info. That's what I could say. How do you gain the seller's trust without ever seeing them virtually? Rapport. Building rapport with your seller is one of the most basic things you can do to build trust. So start talking about everything. If you want, I recommend, if you're trying to gain trust, just start building rapport. The best way for me to build rapport is the Ford method. FORD. Family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. That's what I'd say. Family, talk about their family. O, occupation, what do they do for a living. R, recreation, what they like to do for fun. Dreams, what are they looking to do in the future. Ford method, easiest way to build rapport. Huncho reacts, looking to buy. We're looking to buy, or I'm not looking to buy anything right now. Thanks, Zach. DM'd you. Add flip with Zach on IG. Sweet. I'll see it. All right, Natalie, how many contacts should we speak with daily and weekly? Depends on the list, really. Maybe 1,000 is good. Maybe 10,000 is good. It depends on the list. Like 1,000 probates a week. Whoa, that's big numbers. But 1,000 vacants a week, that's not a lot. It really depends on the list. No, I would say 60% is what I consider high equity. Most people say 50 to 55, but I say 60%. What would you say is your best favorite form of marketing? Why? Cold calling, direct mail, RBM. I personally would say, hey, Seth, what's up? I would say cold calling because I like cold calling because it gains you the skills of acquisitions, talking to sellers, understanding verbal clues, nonverbal clues, and really learning how to actually have conversations with sellers, even if it's on the phone, not even in person. Still, the knowledge gained on there is better than any wholesaling course or any video you can actually watch. So that's what I recommend. That's what I'd recommend on there. But really, that's why I love it so much. Also, cold calling is one of the cheapest options out there. So it's absolutely amazing. I love cold calling. So that's what I'd say from there. It's cheap, it's easy, it's efficient, and it gets deals done. That's why I love it so much. Let's see here. Let's pull up some more questions here. All right. Let's see. Let's pull up some more questions. It's got to load up the questions because there's so many. I love it. Let's see. Let's see. Geez, that's a lot of questions. All right. I lost my place for a second, but sorry. Hey, Zach, I've been calling. Hey, Zach, I've been calling water shutoffs and code violations, but there's been only a couple hundred addresses on each. What list do you recommend I call in addition to stay proactive? Vacants, probates, and fire damage properties. That should leave you a lot of stuff to do. And if you don't have a lot or it's too much, do high equity with the vacant. So 60% or more. It's over 10K. Easy. Hey, what's up, Zach? Working on my list right now with you in the background. Love what you and Rick are doing out here. Y'all hashtag the truth. Farad, I'm definitely saying your name wrong. I'm super sorry, Farad M, but I'm a butcher of names. So I'm the Guru Reaper and the butcher of names. So I'm very sorry, but trying to help as much as I can, but appreciate it. And also with a 10K plus a month, we have dialed that number in so well that for an average guru, like if I was going to spend $1,000 a month in marketing, the average person would probably have to spend $3,000 to $4,000 because we've been in this business in that market for 19 plus years. I know exactly what works and not by the street name. So that's why we're very efficient on it. Currently, it's direct mail. It's working really well for us, but obviously things can change. We're using offerpostcard.com for it, but that's the direct mail that we do that we had the best results at, like per deal wise. And then SMS and cold calling, the best ROI. Benji says, when SMS text blasting was a good amount to blast to manage all the response, I would say 1,000 a day if you want to manage it like by yourself. If you have VAs, you can do a lot more. Bryson, not only asks, Zach, what's up? Out here grinding. How do you feel about absentee, 40% equity, 8+ years, one open mortgage list? I would say absentee, put equity to 40%. That's fine. Do 3+ years, 4 years, and then no mortgage. I think that'll be better. That's my personal opinion. Like, hey, that list you just gave me right there would do very well. So I'd say maybe open up a little more if you're cold calling it, but that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Hey, Zach, I have a seller that wanted me to send them a blank contract to review with their attorney. It's been 2 days. I haven't heard back from them. What should I do next? call the lady and see what's going on, or the guy or the seller. That's probably what I would say. Let's see here. Anyone in Central Texas? Let's see. Nathan says, you give me motivation to get out there and start dialing. I appreciate it. Thank you, Nathan. You're awesome. You're awesome. Brandon says, thanks. Thank you. Is it possible for a one-man operation to make $100K a year wholesaling exclusive? Yes. That's what I was doing in my college dorm room. So yes, hands down, you obviously can easily. Yes. Is Apple Pay or Cash App legal to use for earnest money deposit? If your title company allows it, then yes, but maybe not. You got to see. You can Venmo in a bank account, which your title company might be able to do, or Cash App, whatever one, or Apple Pay it. So yes, that might work. I just started cold calling last month in Hartford, Connecticut. Do you think Connecticut is a good market? No, I'm sorry. I don't think it's a good market. So I would probably look at other areas around there, or do like the suburbs. You might do a lot better. Lower price points would do better. Okay. How do you build a cash buyers list? I recommend you do like a cash buyer schedule. So dedicate an hour or 30 minutes a day to building cash buyers. I love Facebook. I love doing it for free. So what I would recommend here, if you want to build a cash buyers list for free, got no money and you want to do a lot, go to Facebook groups. And there's two ways you can do it. Obviously, for my Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group, I don't allow this because I don't allow spam or gurus or like any bad content out there that's not going to help the people out. But I'm going to get in trouble for this, but let me check this really quick. Make sure we're all good. Okay. So I make sure we're doing a flip right now, and I'm seeing if I got pictures from a job because I'm waiting. I spent, oh my gosh, I spent a bunch of money on this thing, but for flooring, but for another day. How do you build the cash buyers list? Go to Facebook. Outside, don't do this in my Wholesaling House for Real Facebook group, but if you go to my Facebook group, you go to a Facebook group or just a regular one or like a cash buyers group and comment something like, hey, properties at a deep discount. If you're looking to buy properties at 20 to 30% below market value, drop your email and I'll send you some. That works every time in general real estate wholesaling, in just general groups, like regular real estate groups or real estate investor groups. That does very well. Do an emoji in there. It works very, 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 very well. So that's probably what I could recommend on there. It's a great one to do. Also, go to Wholesaling Houses, like wholesaling Facebook groups, search at Gmail, and people will drop in their emails that are cash buyers and add them on your list doing that. Or you go to listrei.com and actually cold call cash sales, literal cash buyers that are really buying cash buyers in your zip code or area code. From there, cold call them, see if they're looking to buy more properties at a discount for cash. Get proof of funds, add them to your list. That's what I recommend. Oops. Hold on. Get some water. Not too fancy, but that's how we get it done. No, let's see. Okay, so you don't go to the clerk's office for this. You go to the utility department and pull the list from there. That's what you got to do. George B. Washington Jr., what is up? What is up? 100%. Grim Reaper, nice. I love it. Guru Annihilator, gurus are mad. I love it. I love it. What should I get the most accurate skip trace? What should I use? Just use batch leads. If you want, you get 50% off of it, I think. Right? Yeah. You get 50% off your skip tracing if you use code Zach. Yeah, that one. So I'll leave that up for you. But the Guru Grim Reaper. Talk that talk, Zach. I love it. What happens if you get a property under contract but are unable to find a cash buyer within the contracted time frame? So usually you got to do it within your inspection period. Usually I recommend 30 to 60 days on it. Rick's like 30. I'm at 60 days. So overall, I can tell you right now, I do it within your inspection period. Let's say you did a 21-day inspection period. On day 20, you couldn't find anyone. Just get out. You can get out of it with the inspection period. No hassle. Get your earnest money deposit back. Should be all good. Don't do it outside of that. How do you find a good deal? Finding motivated sellers. I recommend probates and code violations starting out, or drive for dollars. Search drive for dollars on this YouTube channel. You'll find it. It's really good. I learned more with you than I did with gurus. I paid a total 1,650 different courses. I love it. Alex says, how do you find vacant rundown houses? I find vacant rundown houses basically pulling the vacant list on listrei.com. Also, you can do a bunch of stuff on there. So another big one you can do if you want to find vacant rundown houses, do trying for dollars. That's another good one to do. Overall, it's great. I'm having a lot of trouble doing the skip tracing on code violation. Batch says I need zip code, which the list did not provide. Well, the cool part is if you get the address, you can manually get the zip code from there, and it'll make it a lot easier to do. So copy the address, paste it in there, and the zip code should pop out pretty easy. Do it for all the code violations. The cool part is, Kelly, if no one else can do that, if it's that hard, you got to do the extra work, but that means no other wholesaler in your market's probably doing that, which in essence will give you the best results possible. Bro, I just saw a guy on the news won the lottery for 20K and got stolen after. Jeez. How many properties should I get down before I start cold calling? I would say, or SMS text blasting. I would say get at least 2,000 to 3,000. I love it. All right, let's pull up some more comments here. They got to load in here, so. Let's see. All right. What budget should I have if I want to get my first deal through a dialer and PropStream? Probably $500 to $1,000, I would say. When you recommend to invest in a dialer, I'm working with 300 a month budget. I only have a few hours on Saturdays. Then just do Google Voice. If you don't have the money, just do Google Voice and start cold calling until you get a deal and then invest in a dialer or something like that. That's probably what I'm thinking. Where do you find VAs? Upwork.com or onlinejobs.ph. Having a problem getting consistent deals, not a newbie, done several deals. Any advice? Have money. I would consider doing more niche lists. So try to get the fire damage property list. Try to find people to do drive for dollars for you. Test out bandit signs. Stuff like that's probably what I'd recommend. What if a property is under contract, but you're unable to find a cash buyer within the contracted time frame? Again, if you're outside the inspection period, you might lose your earnest money deposit. So stay within your inspection period, or just get an extension or a price reduction with the seller. I like 60 days, but really pull it every 30 days of all the open code violations, and you should do pretty well from there. Sophia says, should you get a real estate license? Let me stretch out for this one. No. Okay, next one. Just kidding. All right. So do you recommend getting a real estate license? I don't recommend it personally. I'm going to get in trouble for this one, but I don't think you should get a real estate license. I think it subjects you to extra scrutiny from the board of realtors. Rick's going to give you a huge rant on it. I'll probably have him do a video on it, but once you're licensed, your real estate assignment fees can be judged not from the government or from the actual laws, but from an ethical board. And if the ethical board of realtors thinks that wholesaling is just not ethical enough for them, or their code of conduct because realtors always have the top code of conduct. And I love realtors out there. I'm not bashing realtors, but I've had wholesalers. There's plenty of stories. I'll have Rick explain stories where actual realtors made 80, 90K on a real estate wholesaling deal. And it was unethical to the board of realtors because somebody actually, what did they do? What does it call it? I know a word, but I'm not going to say that word. That's a bad word. They actually reported that assignment fee was unethical because someone got jealous that they didn't get a deal to the board of realtors. And the board of realtors saw it and said that $90,000 was unethical. You must give that. And they had to give that $90,000 assignment fee back. And they had to pay restitution and a bunch of fees. And they were barred from being a realtor for like a year. Rick explained the story. I actually know the person this happened. It's crazy. The board of realtors has such a control over your business life that I cannot recommend. If you do bandit signs, you have to put your name on the bandit sign or it's unethical. And that means the code violation department can just charge you $500,000 for bandit signs. Like it's literally insane. You have to disclose you're a realtor for every cold call you do, for everything. Not the biggest deal in the world, but why are you going to put yourself under scrutiny? And it's a waste of time and money, in my opinion. And honestly, if they try to ban wholesaling or you have to be licensed for wholesaling, well, that's awesome because that means I won't be licensed and I'll do bandit signs like crazy. I'll do double closings. I'll be fine. And me not being licensed actually is an advantage in my market because all the wholesalers are licensed, where I can go out and do bandit signs and the code violation department the code enforcement doesn't even know who I am. So it's kind of a big advantage for me. I can literally talk to someone, say, I'm a regular person like you. I'm not this crazy licensed person. I'm just here to buy properties cash. I can do that pitch for him. I do not recommend getting a real estate license. I think just being scrutinized by literally a real estate board is kind of like having a boss. And if they don't like how much money you make, they can actually scrutinize you if you do a flip by yourself. And your broker can do a scrutinizing if you make 80K on a flip. And if someone just reports you and you get in trouble and they can try to bar you from it and get you in, no. Don't get a real estate license. I don't recommend it. If you have a real estate license, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. It's probably good to have a real estate license, but everyone's giving me this thing that, they're going to ban wholesaling. If they ban wholesaling, we're just going to do double closings. And literally, there's double closings will probably give you $1,000 less deal. Like there'll be $1,000 less per deal you get because you get to pay transactional funding. But title companies will probably do the transactional funding for you. So we have so much content that we'll show you to do. We do so much double closings that I'll show you to do it for free. You can do it 17, 18. You're not risking any money doing it. You could still do wholesaling for free with double closing. So if they quote unquote ban wholesaling, you could still wholesale at 17 for free. And I'll show you exactly how to do it on this YouTube channel. So literally, don't get a real estate license. Don't be scrutinized by the board of realtors. They'll try to steal your wholesaling. They'll try to steal your wholesaling fees from you. The big YouTubers that are licensed and tell you to go get a license, they kind of what do? They kind of leave that little information out there, don't they? They don't tell you that you could literally lose a $90,000 assignment deal because the board of realtors just they don't like you. Are you kidding me? No, screw that. Seriously. I'm sick of these gurus out here just because they want you to be like them. So I'm licensed, so I think you should be licensed. That's where these wholesaling YouTubers are, top YouTubers are like, well, I'm licensed, so I think you should be licensed too. Everyone should be licensed. Stupid. Seriously stupid. Sophia, great question though. I appreciate it. Sorry for the rant there, but it's the honest truth. 81 people watching this, and I don't see 81 likes, guys. Oh my gosh. Like this video and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks, Kelly, for the reminder. Zach, your goal to help people is admirable, but it's not a good idea to call out gurus and saying you want to put them out of business so publicly. Oops. I want to put gurus out of business. I think it's unethical to charge people thousands of dollars for you to learn information that should be free. It's unethical. It's terrible. I don't recommend it. And you should not buy any courses out there. Honestly, I don't really care about the guest on my show. I'm here to help the people out. If I can provide more value, and literally, I'm telling you the truth, I'm trying to put gurus out of business. I appreciate the advice, But I can tell you right now, I want to put every single real estate wholesaling guru out of business so they can go back to actually wholesaling and giving free value and content out there. I think you telling a 19-year-old kid who has no money that they needed, because there's people that you go on these coaching calls. Well, you should get a credit card since you're 19 and go join my $1,000 a month coaching program for 10 months and my mentorship for 3 months. I've seen how unethical these gurus and coaches are. You need to destroy them. It's the honest truth. This business should be free. Like, seriously. Realtors, the realtor coaching is all free. Like, it should be the same thing for this. Do you think to learn the game of basketball, you should pay $1,000 per month to do it? No, you do local high school sports and do the middle school sports and college. Like, stuff's all free if you're good enough. And honestly, this stuff should be free. I give it all for free, and that's my recommendation. If you want to learn how to invest in stocks, is Warren Buffett charging a $500 a month mentorship course? No, he gives it all for free because he makes so much stinking money from stock market investing that he wants to help build a legacy for him to help the people out. Or I think Ray Dalio, who's literally a multi-times billionaire, gives, like, he did the Principles book. He gave everything for free because he's trying to change the world and try to leave a legacy and try to actually do a positive impact for people and change lives. So no, I will not stop with this anti-guru thing. I'll say it publicly. I'll say it privately. If you want to join me or not, if you don't want to join me, hey, go spend $5,000 down and $1,000 a month and go to your local guru. I don't care. But in the future, all coaching will be for free. And that is my goal. So that's what I do. I might get in trouble for it. There's so many gurus that don't talk to me and they ignore me. They leave me on scene. I try to get on my show or whatever. But honestly, I don't think it'll limit my growth. I do it to help. And honestly, if they want to sell a course on the thing, whatever. Like, I think these people are smart enough on my show to know not to buy a course. So if it limits my growth, whatever, I do it my way or the highway. I try to help as much people as possible. I don't want to be influenced by any guru. So that's what I do. What do you do in your free time? And don't say anything work related, LOL. Alex, so I do a lot of weightlifting. I hang out with friends. Let's see. What else do I do? I do this. This is actually my free time. Think about it or not. Like, I don't get paid for this stuff. So, like, I guess I go behind a camera. I love fishing. I'm absolutely love fishing. I love the Miami Dolphins. Watch every game. And then the Florida Gators. Do that. That's traveling. That's another little traveling thing there. We've got Superman over here. Oh my gosh. I was watching Loki last week. Amazing show. I'm excited for that one. Was it Loki tomorrow? Yeah. Love watching TV shows. Some, like, I'll give myself 1 or 2 TV shows a week if I can. There's no sports on, so I'll splurge a little. Love MMA. I did a lot of combat sports growing up. Mostly fishing. I love fishing. So that. We must protect Zach at all costs. I love it. Oh my gosh. Also, my friends wrote me into fantasy football last year. I'll probably do fantasy football this year. So that's what I do outside. I just do what I want because I run the business of my dreams where I can. Already joined that suite. What SMS blasting service do you recommend? I recommend smszach.com. So I'll pull that up for you. smszach.com. You're right. Gurus have too much money to spend. They even got a director for the Oh my gosh, Dave, that's 100% true. They got directors, and oh my gosh, this is not how wholesaling should be done. And if you have a director trying to teach you that, oh my gosh, you have a guru, you have a director that doesn't understand wholesaling, trying to direct how someone should teach. Like, it's terrible. So yes, Dave, 100% with you here. Guru Terminator T800 Arnold style. I'm telling you right now, let's go. I love Terminator. Great movie. Zach, in a video, I heard you saying that you wouldn't do any RVs in Florida. Can you explain why? There's case law in Florida right now where, and Rick knows personal friends of his in Florida for wholesaling that got slapped with $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. Like, they got sued from the Southern District of Florida for RVMs, and I just can't recommend it. So I'm not going to get slapped with $50,000, $60,000 fines. It's not worth it for me. So no, I keep it away. And out of all the marketing channels, that is the closest gray area on the TCPA, which is the Telephone Communication Protections Act of 1991, that skirts the line between what's good or not. So I'd be kind of careful with that one. On the water shutoff, you are wanting those that have no water or some shut off water and they put back on after paying or permanently. I do all of them. It does really well for me. All right, I'll put San Antonio on. Let's go. I'll go to a Spurs game. I'm still salty about the Spurs and Heat series like 5 or 6 years ago, but I'll go to San Antonio. A great city. I'll go to the Alamo. We'll have a good time. We'll have a good time. Thank you so much for putting out these lives, man. I love you and your content. Great. Thank you so much, Hussein. Appreciate you. Atlanta, gotta let me know where you at. Dude, I have family in Atlanta. So of course I'll be in Atlanta. In and out 5 minutes from my house. I'll do something in Miami. We'll do like a Windward Walls meetup or something. We'll do something cool in Miami. We'll do it. I love I would never live in California, but I absolutely love California. All of it. North Carolina, NoCal and SoCal. I love all of them. I really want to do all of California. Love San Francisco, Palo Alto. Love checking all that stuff out. Pebble Beach, Caramel by the Sea. I'll go all that places. LA, San Diego. I want to go all of California. So I'll do meetups like that. Even do Fresno. I love it. We got you, bro. We got to watch out for the fake trying to sue you. That's why I don't say any names anymore. Because then it would be slander. So if I just say gurus in general, they won't try to sue me because they make millions of dollars. So this is like life or death for them because these gurus, they make $0 in their actual wholesaling business. They tell you they do it, but they don't show HUDs. They don't show any deal breakdowns. They make $0 in their wholesaling business and they're making $2 million per year for their guru coaching business. And if I'm going to put them out in business, that means they're going to make $0. These big gurus are going to make $0. So it's life or death for them. So they will spend $1 million probably trying to sue me or something. So that's why I don't say any names. I don't want someone to throw $1 million trying to like destroy my life. So no, I don't do that. I'm in California too. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'll put some stuff out when we start doing some tours and stuff, and I'll let you guys know. It won't be anything for till the minimum 6 months, though. I got to put everything together. Started cold calling today. I'm an agent in Connecticut. Anyway, I can use this to my advantage. You can have MLS access for comps, but it's not really the biggest thing in the world. Elizabeth, it might be too small or might not. I need to know what market you're in, though. It'll help me out a lot. Zach, would you please explain why you want to do? I've already explained that. Down to meet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. How do you test markets for virtual wholesale? Anyone? I test it out by just doing different lists, different strategies. So I'll text blast a list, cold call list, cold call different types of lists and see what works best. Do bandit signs, try it all. Dade, Broward, Palm Beach. I'm doing it all. I have family in all those counties, so I love it. Let's see. Dominique, what's up? I know probate is a sensitive subject, so what do you say? That's cool. I would say, it is a very sensitive subject. So when it comes to doing probates, my personal recommendation here is if it's a sensitive subject, ask them if they're the owners of that property and just let them talk. If they say no, okay, no big deal. Let's just see if they were trying to sell a property or ask them if they have any other property they're trying to sell. That would be my personal recommendation from there, and that's what I would say. Appreciate it. Thanks for answering. I answer everyone. I love doing it. Zach, how can I reach you? Need you to comp a property for me, please. DM me at Flip with Zach. So let me pop it up on the bottom here. The Instagram, I'm not really too active on that. We'll post some videos we'll do and some announcements, but it's not like I'm not trying to sell you guys stuff on Instagram, and I can't teach wholesaling well on Instagram. So we used to be harder. Like we used to do a lot more content on there, but we're not really right now. So, no. But we'll post stuff. If I make a big announcement, I'll put it on my Instagram story. So always try to follow me on any of these channels. But I'm not a big Instagram person. But if I have a big announcement, I'll post on my Facebook and my Instagram because I can post them both at the same time. So if I have a huge announcement or something, I'll let you guys know. But at Flip with Rick and at Flip with Zach, those are the two Instagram accounts that I run, and I'll answer all the DMs on there. How do you find code violation on PropStream? You can't. What's your IG? At Flip with Rick and at Flip with Zach. 3 to 4, depending if I fire someone or try to hire another one. Attorney pushback on probates from the county. It depends on the lead. If it's a really tough lead, I'll get it on a contract and deal with a probate. If not, I don't get much pushback. Luis says, what would you say is the most tough but most rewarding list to work on? Which list would you recommend for beginners to attack? If you have $0, wait, let me get my chair up. Hold up. If you have $0, what I would recommend for you right now is, we're good there. Do the Zillow for sale by owner. Search cold calling 2 hours, Zach Ginn. I'll pop up my cold calling down there. Literally, I cold called that list for 2 hours and I got really good leads. I got cash buyers and I paid no money for it. So if you have no money, that's what I'd say. If you have money, cold call high equity leads in your market. The best way to get proof of funds that are legit is to have proof of funds that are legit. There's a bunch of transactional funding like getpof.com or something like that. That'll help you out. So getpof.com. I don't know. I have never used it because I've always had the funds for it, but that's what I'd say. And I really got asked for proof of funds until I had the funds. So once a month, I would say, if you're really dedicated. Yeah, I think so too. Yes. And then cold call the landlines on there also. That's probably what I recommend on there too. Zach, would you say that building rapport with the seller would be a solutions provider for them? Thank you, rock. You rock, kiddo. Yeah. When I build rapport, I try to be more of a friend. So we'll talk about fishing or something random, but that's kind of my approach on it. But yeah, still being the solutions being the solutions provider will help you do really well in there. So that's what I would say. Francisco says, in Florida, how can you market the contract to a cash buyer without marketing the property? Hold up. Get it under contract and then start marketing it, and then you won't have this issue. Always get under contract first. Ask your cash buyer, let's say you're doing in the 44422 area code, hey, per quarter acre land, how much are you roughly trying to pay? That's kind of my recommendation on there. Sophia says, what is your favorite list to call? I love the high equity list. I'm a sucker for cold calling that list. So that's what I would say. Do you recommend having your in-office acquisitions or on salary commission based on hybrid model? Search 100K space Flip with Rick. It'll show you my 2 videos on having 100K wholesaling systems. And then from there, doing the 100K per year wholesaling systems, it will show you exactly what I do. It's all commission basically. Also, guys, I get a lot of questions on this. If you should subscribe to the Zach Ginn channel or the Flip with Rick channel, I recommend you both. I release exclusive Zach Ginn content on the Zach Ginn channel, all wholesaling. And then Rick has exclusive wholesaling videos, which are absolute killer. They're the best out there on Flip with Rick on YouTube. So you need to be following both. I'm sorry that there's 2 channels. I can't do more than 1 video a day. So my solution was to create a Zach Ginn channel where I'll do exclusive Zach Ginn stuff on there. So on both, all the lives are going to be on both, but I had to choose. So should I do on the weekend, should I do a Zach exclusive video and a Rick exclusive video, do 1 channel, or should I do 2 exclusive Zach videos and then 2 exclusive Rick videos? And I was like, you know what? Let me I think people like it if there's an extra 2 exclusive videos every single week from us about wholesaling, because there's just so much stuff I want to give. And if I do 2 videos a day, the algorithm actually shows me less. So I can do 1 video a day. So my personal recommendation was I'm gonna make 2 channels so you guys get more value and content from me. And I think we'll do better. So I have a Zach Ginn channel and a Flip with Rick channel. Subscribe to both, guys. Seriously. That's what I would say. And you get double the content from me and Rick. It's great. Let's see. Sophia says, have you tried Facebook ads? Yes, I've tried Facebook ads. I've always broken even on them, so I don't 100% recommend them. Zach, would you say that building rapport? We already answered that one. Get your absentee list from listrei.com. So that's what I recommend. Took me about 10 months, I think. Yeah, when I was 17 before I graduated high school. How long would you recommend cold calling daily hit the 100K a year goal? 5 hours a day, Monday through Friday. 52 weeks out of the year. So cold call five times 5, 25 hours. So let me do the math for you here. So let's go see it here. So let's do 25 hours a week for 52 weeks. So 1,300 hours. So hear me out. 1,300 hours for cold calling and 100K per year. You work for 1,300 hours. It's about $77 an hour. Not the best out there, but that's pretty good stuff. Like that ain't bad. So $77 an hour. That's pretty good. Depends what market in Minnesota. You got to kind of explain a little better. How do you avoid the earnest money when broke and starting out in virtual wholesaling? Do like a $10 or $50 one, or $100 if you can. That's what I'd say. Dominique says, I'm in North Carolina market. What list should I pull? Driving $4 is absolutely the best list out there. Probates are really good. And SMS text blasting high equity is really good too in vacants. What market do you recommend in Florida? I think Broward and Palm Beach are pretty good, especially if you're in Miami. Well, how long did it take you to close your first deal? About like 30 days, 28, 30 days. It was crazy. I was too lucky on my first deal. The stars kind of aligned on it. So about 30 days. All right, let's load up some more comments on here. Let's see. If I work with realtors for on-market deals, will it be more difficult in a competitive market? Yes, I off-market wholesaling, I 100% recommend it. Way better than on-market. What are y'all best texting and cold calling platforms? Just use Zach Dialer and smszach.com. Those are the ones I'd recommend. Michael says, what source do you pull code violation lists from? I pull it right from the code enforcement office. That's where I do it. Batch does that all on the same platform. So yes. How much is your average deal size? 35 to 40K. What is your take on Minnesota market? Any good? It's decent. I don't know a lot of guys out there wholesaling in Minnesota, so I can't give you my 100% recommendation on it. Let's see. I should make sure this camera's not overheating. Yeah, we should be fine. See, because I would literally, like, I'm having a blast right now. I am, if you guys have been watching this since the beginning, you guys know how fired up I am. So I can go for a very long time on here. Let's see this one thing though. Oh, all right. Trying to get this all settled. All right. It's decent. It can call and text. Yeah, it's still 2 different things, but same website. I like land wholesaling over flipping, but there's guys in Texas that do very well doing that. So that's what I recommend. Do Fresno, California. If you're in Cali, depending on how far you are, I would say right now, Knoxville is my favorite one right now, and Greenville, South Carolina. Ben says the 50% is for batch leads, for skip tracing and SMS. And yes. So code Zach, Z-A-C-H, I think. I make things very simple. So yeah. I think they give me like $10 if someone signs up for it. And I literally will spend that making a thumbnail. So think about it from there. But that's kind of what it does. What is the best market to wholesale in? I'm in New York City and it's too crazy. And I like breaking even on businesses. So that's kind of what I do. But what is the best market to wholesale in? Knoxville, Greenville, South Carolina is really good. Chattanooga, Tennessee is really good too. Oh, Knoxville, Tennessee. Sorry. Fayetteville is really good. North Carolina. They're all really good ones. Can you directly upload a list you downloaded from PropStream to batch or batch skip tracing? Yes. When doing virtual, is it good to get Google Voice with the area? Yes. Yes. Use the local area code. You'll get a way better pickup rate. It'll do way better. Sophia sounds like a competitor girl. No. Come on. No. Just a student. Oh my gosh. Sophia, we all love you. We all love the support and we appreciate your commenting and your support. Don't worry. We're not trying to attack you, Sophia. Don't worry. Keep it up. Keep it up. Appreciate your comments and support. I know you're commenting because you want me to help you, and I'm trying to give you as much value and help as possible. So we appreciate you, Sophia. Awesome. Aliyah Ballard, I'm gonna put your name. I'm so sorry. But as a 17-year-old, should I get my parents to sign contracts? Yes, if you trust them. Make sure you trust them. I caught your live yesterday about this. About to start cold calling the list you gave. Absentee out of state. Yes. If you want to comp live, if we got enough time, I'll comp live. I'm gonna try to get through all these comments, and if I can, I'll pop it up. Zach, a great example of a wholesaler and mentor in the mold of how it should be done. You are exemplary, Zach. I am referred like a dozen people to the channel and site. Thank you, Tim. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Zach walks up to the top of the mountain, the bullhorn, and want to put the gurus out of business. It's the truth. I'm not going to lie. I'm trying to put these gurus out of business. And this is my mountain that I'm screaming from. Someone tells me, again, guys, I hope you know it's human psychology. When you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to want to do it more. Say, you don't tell people that you want to put gurus out of business. I want to put gurus out of business. It won't hurt my growth. It'll hurt my growth with the guru community, which I don't want to be a part of. Not at all. You were the GOAT, my G. Matt, thank you. Appreciate it. If the real ones will understand it, so it won't hurt my growth, but the real ones understand that why I'm not putting gurus out of business to be a mean person. I'm literally not I'm not talking bad about gurus to be a mean person. I'm doing it to help the people out. It's crazy. It is ridiculous how much they charge. They keep upping it up. Like it used to be $1,000 for a course, which is like still a lot, like still not good. I don't recommend that, but at least that was decent. It's getting ridiculous right now. Like it's insane. I thought it was 10,000 for a year, and someone told me 10,000 for 3 months. I'm like, 27K a year. Are you kidding me? No, it's stupid. Oof. I think I just became your fan, Zach. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it. Hopefully Kyle Pitts brings the juice, bro. Oh my gosh. I met Kyle Pitts a couple times when I was a freshman at UF. He's a great dude. Hopefully he brings to the Falcons. So he's a problem. He's a great tight end. I talked to someone who bought a course for $1,000 and he said he got something that he could have gone on YouTube or Google. Nothing that really gave him steps to get started. They literally take what a YouTube video is and just charge you for it. That's it. That's it. Depends on the goals. Impressing people with rich guests is obviously not his primary goal. It's helping people, the little guys, that is perfectly admirable and aspirational to do. I've had big gurus want to go on my show, and I just thought they were so bad, I never let them on. Even though they probably would have given me clout, I don't want clout from anyone. Like I'm here to put people I know that will give value out. Sometimes I'll put a guru on First of all, because they don't even know my channel, so they don't understand how bad I bash gurus, which I think is pretty funny. That a guru is like, "Oh, I want to go to your channel." I'm like, "Do you understand like how badly I bash gurus on this channel?" They don't understand it, and they'll go try to sell a course on it. They'll get no sales. It's just funny, but yeah, it's hilarious. I use PropStream for pulling my list, and then batch leads for my skip tracing. I'm in the North Carolina market. I'm new to wholesaling and want to land my first deal. What should I pull for high chance of getting a deal? So I would do driving for dollars. If you want a very, very high chance of getting a deal, driving for dollars and cold calling that list is probably what I recommend. Now, if you want to get your first deal, you could do door knocking too. It's a little harder. Code violations, fire damage properties are a really good niche you can start doing. Really depends. How zoned in were you when you started wholesaling? Like, how long were you working? How old were you? I was 17. I was in high school. I was still going to wrestling practice every single, basically Monday through Friday wrestling practice, and wrestling tournaments on like Saturdays. So anyone who was wrestling, I was like cutting weight on Thursdays and Thursdays and Fridays. Oh my gosh, it was great. But I was going to wrestling tournaments. I was having a great time. I was working like 10, 15 hours a week in wholesaling. And I was also in like college. I was at Indian River State College since I was 15, taking college classes. So yeah. So about 10 to 15 hours. Hi, Zach. How do you avoid the earnest money deposit when broke and starting out? I would say do a $10 one. At least get something. Great question here, Zach. Can I sign a purchase agreement when using just an LLC, not my name? So the way we do it is, let's just say this is Zach Ginn LLC. So I would write it Zachary Ginn for Zachary Ginn LLC or Zach Ginn LLC. That's how you sign it. Dayton's an amazing market. That is not a tiny market at all. That's a huge. What's the population of Dayton, Ohio? That's amazing market. Are you? Oh my gosh, that is an amazing market. Are you kidding me? Jeez Louise. Dayton, you got Cincinnati there. You have Kentucky. You have that. Oh my gosh, that is an amazing market. Are you? Great market. Seriously. Amazing market. Of course, I went to North Carolina. I love North Carolina. We got some great wholesaling friends there in North Carolina. It's at a great, I love it. We'll go to J. Cole concert in Fayetteville. He lives in Fayetteville, right? I like J. Cole. This kid inspires me, and I'm the old guy. I love it. But seriously, North Carolina, I'll go everywhere. I'll probably do Asheville out west. I'll do something out east. I love Raleigh. Like, Charlotte's amazing. It's really cool. I love North Carolina, so of course I will. I DM you on LG. Probably was the wrong one. I'll just hit you up. Got a JV trying to hook you up. All right. Appreciate it, man. I reached out to you and your father on Instagram about wholesaling. I live in your backyard in Stewart. Awesome, Ed. That's sweet. Yeah, wholesaling in Stewart's a little messed up, but if you go south or north, you should do fine. Tim Mendoza, what's up? And if you're learning more, just watch the lives. You should do fine. Do you say texting before calling is a good idea? Yeah, or the difference. Just figure out what works best for you and just see what works. Where do I get a high equity list? Let's see here. Well, let me pop up these. Where do I get a high equity list? Listrei.com. How do you vet cash buyers? Seems like they're wholesalers too. Ask for a proof of funds and a deed of their LLC to prove that they actually bought the property for cash. I never really done much of Propelli. I think it's like a PropStream alternative, but I don't use Propelli, so I don't really know. Go Dogs. We're going to blast y'all this year. Probably. I mean, what's his name? The other guy, JT Daniels. He's legit. He's really good. So I think, yeah. So Jamie Newman, he was the quarterback there, and then he decided not to go there. It was really good. He didn't do it, but yeah, Florida had a really good team last year because they had all the perfect things. Kyle Trask is underrated. I'm telling you guys right now, he's legit. He's good. But Yeah, probably. But hey, you never know how good Emory Jones is going to be. So we'll see. What do you think of a lien property list? So Lein, Li, no, Lien, Lien. So yeah, great. That's a great one. Also, depending on the lien. So if it's tax lien, if it is a, I recommend tax lien, but shut up. Like utility liens are good too. Credit card debt list liens. The only ones I don't like is child support liens. I don't think they're really good at all. Do you base your offer as in comps or what cash buyers are paying in the area? So the way I base my offers is how much the ARV minus repairs is multiplied by how much of a discount my cash buyers are having. So my formula is very simple. I literally try to buy $5. I literally look at something as a $5 bill. This thing, someone's going to give me $5 for a $5 bill. Okay. Or let's do $10. It's a little easier than numbers. I have a $10 bill right here. Okay. I want to buy $10 bills for under $10. And then I sell that to someone for $10 and make profit. So if I figure out this property is worth $10, is a $10 bill, I'm going to try to buy it for $7 and then sell it to a cash buyer for $10. Make $3. That's how simple this business should be. So when I look at comps, I try to calculate how much a cash buyer is willing to pay for it. They're willing to pay $150,000. Excuse me. They're willing to pay $150,000 for it. Then I'm going to try to buy it for $120,000. Try to make 30 on it. Be good. How do you determine which market you want to target before you pull a list? Great question here. The best markets I just find from experience and other wholesalers doing really well. So I'm not the best person to recommend this one, but if you determine what the best market is for pulling a list, I would probably just look at my top 10 virtual wholesaling markets and choose a market from there. That's probably what I recommend. When you call from 2 to 7, where do most people at work before 5? Now, there's a lot of people that answer for that. I'm telling you right now. And they're too mad after dinner. That's the sweet spot I found. What's the best way to find cash buyers? I would say cold call the cash sales list on listREI.com. Hands down, best one of my favorite ones out there. I cannot recommend it enough. How do you not run out of leads when most niche lists from my county are so small? I'm on a budget and trying to... Well, I do a lot of high equity leads. So if I run a niche, I'll do a bunch of high equity and vacants and stuff like that. I like Chase. I mean, it's kind of a preference thing, honestly. So yeah, I like Chase. Yes, Dayton, Ohio for virtual wholesaling is amazing. They have very low price points. Great one. Can you change the Google Voice number back and forth when virtual wholesaling? Yes, but I think get one phone number per account. So quick hack, do multiple accounts. Do you need an LLC? Where do you establish one if you're doing business virtually? At the home state you're doing the operations at usually. Zach, you're teaching this old dog new tricks. I appreciate you and your dad very much. Thank you all you do. Tim, thank you for the support and the comments. It means so much to us. Thank you so much. Thanks, Zach. Glad I found you and Rick. I'm glad you found us and given us the support. I really appreciate it. Rose says, you'll never get to interview another guru again. I wish, but these gurus don't watch me. And they pretend I'm not real. So whatever. I don't really care. I'll just interview people that are actually doing wholesaling. Like that's who I got on tomorrow, a legit wholesaler. So that's not a guru. So that's where I'm trying to change everything over a little more. And I'll still put gurus on that sell courses and stuff because I still think they give enough free, like enough good value that it should be fine. What's your best advice you give for a teen starting out wholesaling out of state? I think consistent marketing with cold calling would be the best thing for you. It'll help you gain so much skills. That's what I do. Free marketing, true people search, get niche lists, start cold calling that list on Google Voice if you have no money and get it going. Also, guys, I'm going to put this on the bottom. If you guys need my wholesaling assignment contract and my free contract, this is the best assignment of contract out there because a regular wholesaling contract's not that complicated, so like it's not too crazy. But when you're starting out, you want to get a good assignment of contract so you don't get your deal stolen from you. www.flipwithrick.com/contract. That's what I recommend. Let's see, where am I at? Keep grinding, Zach. You and Rick are a blessing and appreciate. Morris, thank you so much. If you're under 18, can you wholesale alone or do you need a parent? You just need someone 18 that will actually do the stuff for you. If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. You gotta get at least someone who's 18 to sign the contract for you. I have heard of upsells. You pay $20K and then ask for more. I heard of people paying. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. Yeah, search Podio space flip with Rick. Oh, should pop up. Oh my gosh. These are two amazing markets. I would say Dayton, Ohio, number 1, Richmond, number 2. Richmond's amazing though. Hear me out. Richmond is absolutely amazing. Seriously. So yes. How long should I be skip tracing and finding properties a day? If you're doing it for free on Truepool search, as much as you can. JT Dillons, yeah, he's a dog. I like Trask. Jones, not bad though. No. Falcons got Felipe after. Oh, wow. Felipe's got an arm. Got to give it to him. That boy's got an arm. Athens is good. That whole North Georgia, like suburb area, bro, killer. Absolutely. I know some guys out there in North Georgia. I interviewed, let me get his name for you. This would be a really good, let me pop it up. This would be a really good interview for you. Let me try to pop it up. Watch it because he does North Georgia. Give me a second here. I got to pop it up for you. It was a really good interview for you to watch. How to make $50K a month at 21 years old. This one. I interviewed. Oh, we got another guru on the ad here. You know, gurus run all these YouTube ads on me. And I didn't want to run YouTube ads, but apparently YouTube, if you have over 1,000 subscribers, they'll just run ads and not pay you. So I was like, all right, well, I'll just turn it on and have them pay me. So that's why I have ads on here. But Davis Mendez, he's in North Georgia. Go watch him and see what he does. That's probably what I'd recommend. Great dude. How do you follow up with leads that do not seem to have any motivation? Yes. I always do, at least every couple months or something. Zach, what's up, man? Have you created connections, hedge funds buys? Yeah, but I mean, my buyers are paying so much. I'm not going too crazy on it. But yeah, it's doing pretty good. What's your opinion about Boca Raton? Does it have room for me? I think so. It's a little tougher, but do some driving for dollars. I think you do pretty well. Additional bathroom would definitely be cheaper. Ro Prince asks, is it cheaper to add an additional bedroom to a small property or additional bathroom? An additional bathroom, but the bedroom would probably give you more value. Unless it's a 3-1, then the extra bathroom would provide more value. If it's a 2-1, then an extra bathroom would provide more value. Now, if you have a 2-2, an extra bedroom would provide more value. Another closing Friday. Thanks, Zach. Best wholesaling real estate channel ever. Thank you so much, Grant. You're the man. Appreciate you, man. Keep it up. You're the best wholesaling expert I found. Thank you for all this, really feeding off your good energy. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Camille says, thank you so much for the gems. I'm taking notes like crazy. I love it. I love it. I always imagine, I wish I would look like a little GIF I can put on these lives of the SpongeBob. The younger people would appreciate this. The meme where it was the bear one where he's like, write that down, write that down, write that down. I wish I had that on the corner every time I said something. I think someone should write down, but you know what I'm talking, like, write that down, Patrick. That's probably what I would do, honestly. Zach, it's funny. Many people in here focused on how you won't be able to interview a guru again. They're focused on the wrong thing. It should be helping them avoid scammers they don't need. Tim, 100% with you there. And how do you find a list to call or text to ask to sell their property? ListREI.com is the best one to do it. I got a bunch of tutorials on PropStream to help you out. How do you know what to offer the person for the property? What you do is you find comps. Search comps, space flip with Rick. I'll give you all the videos on there. But what I do is I try to find what the property is worth all fixed up, minus the repairs on it. You can call like contractors and other people, roofers, AC people to see how much things will cost like that. And then from there, you can go find out what's the ARV minus repairs, multiply that by 10 to 15%. That's probably what your cash buyer is willing to pay for the property. Got you, bro. We gone be homies one day. You real. I'm looking forward to working with you. Of course, Bryson. Appreciate you, man. Last question. Keep your money. We don't need a high price guru to learn wholesaling, especially when you have free resources. That's why you join his Facebook group, Unending Value for Free. Tim, you're absolutely amazing. Love to end it on your note because you commented one of the most today. So I appreciate you, man. Appreciate everyone. Guys, you are absolutely amazing. When you're watching this, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. It means everything to me that you guys are supporting the movement in the channel here. I give my blood, sweat, and little tears on this stuff. Probably not tears, but give a lot. I try to give as much free info as I can on the stuff. Justin, thank you. Thank you. But that's it, guys. I try to help as many people as possible. That's my goal in this YouTube channel, and I appreciate it. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Hopefully, you guys have a blessed day. Remember, every day above ground is an amazing day. Make it happen today. Change your life in real estate wholesaling. I'm telling you, start putting your effort in this business and your life will change. I started out as a 17-year-old bag boy, and I didn't know where I was doing. My whole life changed when I started wholesaling. I'm telling you guys,